No warm up. Straight in. No warm up. Straight in. No stretch. No prep. Cold start. No rest. Grip tight. Heart set. No ease. No test. No warm start. I jump in pressure. First rep heavy. No soft measures. Came in ready. No slow tempo. Body locked in full control mode. No warm start. No easing into. Every move already been through. No delay. I don't adjust. I just move because I must. Step in already loaded. I don't build it up. I bring it in. Every motion pre-coded. Nothing here is random spin. Breathing sharp. Keep it steady. I don't panic under weight. I don't wait to feel prepared. I dominate the early state. No hesitation in my system. I don't drift or realign. Every rep is calculated. Every second on design. You might need a phase to enter. I don't operate like that. I arrive in full condition already inside the map. No one start. I jump in pressure. First rep heavy. No soft measures. Came in ready. No slow tempo. Body locked in full control mode. No one start. No easing into. Every move already been through. No delay. I don't adjust. I just move because I must. No talk, just move. No drift, stay true. No slack, no loose, no doubt. Push through. Shift, long stride, deep breath, keep pace control. No wasted motion, no story told. Only action stacked on action. Only pressure turned to traction. No one start. I jump in pressure. First rep heavy, no soft measures. Came in ready, no slow tempo. Body locked in full control mode. No one start. No easing into. Every move already been through. No delay. I don't adjust. I just move because I must. I don't enter situations, hoping something build itself. Fire out with full intention. I don't negotiate with doubt. Every second has a function. Every move is predefined. This is pressure under structure. This is discipline in time. I don't measure motivation. I don't wait for perfect feel. If it's time to execute it, then it's time to make it real. You can warm into the moment. You can slowly find your pace. I don't do that kind of entry. I take over from first phase. No warm start. I jump in pressure. First rep heavy, no soft measures. Came in ready, no slow tempo. Body locked in full control mode. No warm start. No easing into. Every move already been through. No delay. I don't adjust. I just move because I must. No reset needed. No second try. No soft entry. No asking why. Came in ready. Stay in state. First rep heavy. Dominate. Yeah. Came in loaded, no adjustment in the motion. First contact, I'm already in control. Every second carries weight inside the system, no delay. I just let the pressure roll. First contact, feel the pressure settle in. Nothing light when the sequence really begins. I don't build into it, I arrive on impact. Every move from the jump already intact. First contact, there's no space to hesitate. Every rep writes the tone, sets the state. I don't chase what I feel, I enforce it. From the first move, everything is in orbit. You can take your time and ease into the rhythm if you need it. I don't operate in phases, I complete it when I see it. Every breath is under structure, every step already planned. I don't gamble with the moment, I take over where I stand.
First contact.
First contact, feel the pressure settle in. Nothing light when the sequence really begins. I don't build into it, I arrive on impact. Every move from the jump already intact. First contact, there's no space to hesitate. Every rep writes the tone, sets the state. I don't chase what I feel, I enforce it. From the first move, everything is in orbit. Weight hits different when the timing is exact. Every motion sharp, nothing slipping off track. You can hear it in the breath, see it in the stance. Everything aligned before the second chance. Switch tone, let it translate.
衝動で決まる全ての流れ遅れは意味を失うだけ精度を保つ体と感覚一瞬で空間を制圧無駄な動きは最初から排除構造はすでに内部で完成圧力の中でも軸は安定開始の時点で結果は確定
I arrive on impact. Every move from the jump already intact. First contact, there's no space to hesitate. Every rep writes the tone, sets the state. I don't chase what I feel, I enforce it. From the first move, everything is in orbit. Short burst, every rep lands where it should. Then extend long breath, full drive understood. No wasted motion inside the frame. Every sequence feeds the next in chain.
開始の瞬間支配は成立一切の迷いは完全に消失圧の中でも視界は明確遅れた時点で勝負は決着体とリズムは完全同期外部の影響は全て遮断最初の一歩で差は決定その後の流れはすでに支配
First contact. Feel the pressure settle in. Nothing like when the sequence really begins. I don't build into it, I arrive on impact. Every move from the jump already intact. First contact, there's no space to hesitate. Every rep writes the tone, sets the state. I don't chase what I feel, I enforce it. From the first move, everything is in orbit. Built on pattern, every move repeats clean. Nothing random in the way that I lean. Every action got a reason underneath. Every step already seen in my sleep. Built on pattern, I don't question the frame. I just execute the system the same. No adjustment when the pressure increase. I don't break, I just tighten the scheme. I don't move off impulse, I move off design. Every line pre-written, every rep predefined. There's a logic in the motion you can't fake or replace. You can see it in the time and you can feel it in the pace. It's a pattern in the structure, not a moment that I chase. I don't rely on how I'm feeling, I rely on what I've trained. Every detail under pressure stays exactly where it stands. I don't lose it in the chaos, I expand it through command. There's a difference when it's built into your system over time. You don't think about the movement, you just execute the line. Every action automatic, every output locked and clean. There's no gap between intention and the way it's actually seen. Built on pattern, every move repeats clean. Nothing random in the way that I lean. Every action got a reason underneath. Every step already seen in my sleep. Built on pattern, I don't question the frame. I just execute the system the same. No adjustment when the pressure increase. I don't break, I just tighten the scheme. Same line, same drive, same form, same time. No drift, no slide, stay live, inside. Repetition builds a layer, you can't shortcut through luck. You can try to copy surface, but the depth won't show up. It's embedded in the rhythm, it's reflected in control. Every second under pressure reinforces what I know. Built on pattern, every move repeats clean. Nothing random in the way that I lean. Every action got a reason underneath. Every step already seen in my sleep. Built on pattern, I don't question the frame. I just execute the system the same. No adjustment when the pressure increase. I don't break, I just tighten the scheme. Short, nothing breaks the sequence. Extend, long run, same cadence. Every motion stays aligned, no deviation in the mind. You react, I just repeat, that's the difference in the speed. Nothing random in the way that I lean. Every action got a reason underneath. Every step already seen in my sleep. Built on pattern, I don't question the frame. I just execute the system the same. No adjustment when the pressure increase. I don't break, I just tighten the scheme. First repertoire. First repertoire. Yeah. First repertoire. authority, I set the tone early. Weight hits different when the mindset is sturdy. Every move heavy, nothing here uncertain. From the first contact, I'm already working. First rep authority, no trial in motion. I don't test the water, I control the ocean. Every rep carries the same intention. No warm entry, just full extension. You can see it in the posture, how I step into the space. There's no question in the movement, there's no search inside the pace. Every action has direction, every breath is under check. I don't ease into the moment, I apply with effect. It's a different kind of pressure when you enter fully set. You don't hesitate or drift, you don't second guess the rep. Every second has a function, every motion has a place. There's no wasted energy, everything is placed for weight. I don't build into performance, I perform it from the start. Every rep already carries what you're trying to depart. There's no phase between the thinking and the moment of release. Everything's already loaded, I just let it find its peak. First rep authority, I set the tone early. Weight hits different when the mindset is sturdy. Every move heavy, nothing here uncertain. From the first contact, I'm already working. First rep authority, no trial in motion. I don't test the water, I control the ocean. Every rep carries the same intention. No warm entry, just full extension. Step in, hold line, stay sharp, no slide, lock form, drive clean, no waste, all seen. Authority is built in repetition under stress, not in random inspiration, not in moments you guess. You don't earn it in a second, you don't fake it in the set. It's the way you hold the pressure every time you win the set. There's a weight inside the silence when the system fully runs. No announcements, no reactions, just the outcome when it's done. You don't talk about control when control is what you show. Every rep becomes the proof of everything you already know. Tone, no drift, extend, full drive, no shift. Every rep lands with intent. Every second fully spent. You arrive and then decide. I decide before I arrive. First rebel. First contact, I'm already working. First rep authority, no trial in motion. I don't test the water, I control the ocean. Every rep carries the same intention. No warm entry, just full extension. Yeah. It's a pattern in the pressure when you really build it right. Not a moment, not a feeling, it's a system you applied. Every rep is information, every step becomes a code. You don't guess your way to power, you constructed under load. Build different, stay in it, no limits, no pivot. Build different, stay with it, no switching, we live it. You can tell who really built it by the way they hold the line. There's no shaking under pressure, there's no panic in the mind. Every motion carries purpose, every breath already placed. There's no wasted execution, there's no drag inside the pace. You don't rise into the moment, you arrive already set. You don't question what you're doing, you just tighten every rep. It's a language in the movement, it's a rhythm and control. It's the way you stay consistent when the weight is taking hold. This ain't random, this is built layer by layer, rep by rep. This ain't luck, this is code. Every move already know. Don't break, don't break, don't drift. No break, no drift, no loss, no shift and expand. Long stride, deep breath, stay locked in frame. Every motion feeds the next in chain. No jiffing, no exit, stay present, no second. difference when it's written into how you operate. Not a temporary effort, not a phase you imitate. Every detail under pressure stays exactly where it stands. That's the outcome of a system you repeated with demand. You don't talk about the mindset when the mindset is the base. It's reflected in the movement, it's embedded in the pace. Every rep becomes identity, every step becomes control. You don't taste the final version, you become it as a whole.
Stay in line. No drift.
There's no space for deviation in the way I hold the frame. Every move aligned exact, every rep repeats the same. It's not passion, it's precision. I don't rise, I maintain. What you call intensity, I just label as baseline.
Stay locked, locked, locked. No drift, no drift. Hold form, hold form. Don't slip, don't slip. Stay locked, locked, locked. No shift, no shift. Same code, same code. That's it, that's it.
You can feel it when the structure doesn't bend under the strain. There's no panic in the motion, there's no break inside the chain. Every second under pressure reinforces what is set. I don't question execution, I refine it through the rep. This is not a peak performance, this is daily operating. There's no rise and fall in rhythm, there's just constant calibrating. Every detail self-correcting as the sequence carries on. You don't fix it when it's broken, you prevent it going wrong.
No drift system.
Hold the line.
No drift system. Every time.
Stay tight, stay clean, stay locked, locked, routine.
Then extend.
Long breath, no break in the chain. Every motion removes the strain. No reaction, no sudden change. Only structure inside the frame.
Stay locked, locked, locked. No drift,
No drift,
hold form,
hold form.
no slip,
No slip.
Stay locked, locked, locked. No shift,
No shift.
Same code,
Same code.
That's it.
That's it. There's a silence in the system when it's running at full state. No correction needed midway, no adjustment underway. Every outcome predetermined by the way the base was laid. You don't scramble in the moment, you just execute what stayed. There's no emotion in the pressure, there's no story in the set. There's just action, clean and constant every time you in the step. You can chase the perfect feeling, you can wait until it fits. I don't wait for confirmation, I just operate like this.
no drift. No noise. Just system.
Yeah. I don't talk about improvement, I record it in the sets. Every number tells a story, you don't hear it in every reps. You can claim it, you can say it, you can frame it how you like. But the weight in the progression, always show it black and white. One more, 2 plays, 3 sets, no breaks, 4 reps. And wait, track that, update. Yeah, you can feel it in the structure when the data starts to build. Not a motion, not a moment, just a pattern being filled. Every session leaves a trace that you can't fake or disguise. There's a history in the numbers that reflects it over time. You don't rise from motivation, you don't grow from what you feel. You advance through what you measure, through the proof that stays real. Every increment recorded, every failure kept in frame. You don't hide it, you convert it, that's how progress gets its name.
Write it down, make it count. No delay. way, no way out. Write it down, make it count. No debate, no way out. Log it, track it, build it, stack it. Long run, full pace, don't skip a line. Every entry adds to the climb. No guesswork in the design, everything leaves a sign. 5 more, stay locked, 6 sets, no stop. Add low, stay sharp, track all, play smart. There's a difference in the ones who keep a record every day. Not for show, not for talk, but to calibrate the way. Every detail under pressure gets accounted, gets retained. Nothing lost inside the process, everything becomes a game. You can drift inside illusion, you can think you're moving fast, but the numbers keep you honest, they don't bend, they don't adapt. Every step is documented, every change is justified. You don't argue with the outcome when the data's on your side. Track it, prove it. Prove it. You don't notice when it's building, you just stay inside the work. Every session stacking quality, every rep inside the dirt. There's no moment where it happens, there's no switch you feel inside. It's a slow and steady pressure that keeps shifting how you move and how you ride. People only see the surface when the structure's fully formed. They don't see the repetitions, they don't see the early storms. All the times you stay consistent when the energy was gone. All the nights you kept it going when the rhythm felt all wrong. Now they see it when I walk in. Different weight inside my presence. I don't say it, I don't call it. They can feel it in a second. Now they see it, now explain it. No performance, no pretending. Every move already speaking. I don't need to add a sentence. It's the way I hold a space when I step into the room. There's no rush, there's no tension, there's no need to overprobe. Everything is calculated, but it never feels rehearsed. Like the body learned the language and the mind just co-sign first. You can tell it in the posture, you can read it in the breath. There's a calm inside the pressure that you don't expect from stress. Nothing loud about the presence, but it's heavy when it lands. There's a difference when it's built and when you try to force a stance. I don't need to chase attention, I don't need to play it up. There's a quiet kind of power when the bass is built enough. You can see it in the time and now I move without a doubt. Like I've been inside the moment long before it played itself out. There they go. Now they see it when I walk in. Different weight inside my presence. I don't say it, I don't call it. They can feel it in a second. Now they see it, no explaining. No performance, no pretending. Every move already speaking. Hey, I don't need to add a sentence. You can fake it for a moment, you can act it for a set, but the cracks appear in seconds when the pressure starts to press. There's no shortcut to the presence, there's no way around the reps. Every layer that you carry comes from everything you kept. They don't know what it took to make the rhythm feel this clean. They don't see the early failures that build everything between. All they see is how it moves now, how it lands and how it fits, but they don't see the structure that's been holding all of this. Different weight inside my presence. I don't say it, I don't call it. Yeah, they can feel it in a second. Now they see it, now explain it. No performance, no pretending. Every move already speaking. No, I don't need to add a sentence. There's a shift inside perception when the work becomes the proof. You don't argue with the outcome, you don't question what is true. Everything you build in silence starts reflecting in the light. In the way you carry pressure shows the difference in the type. You don't need to chase the moment, you don't need to make it loud. There's a presence in the quiet that will always stand out. People notice without knowing, they just feel it when you're there. There's a weight inside the movement that you simply can't compare. You can talk about progression, you can speak about the grind, but until it's in your system, it won't show up in your stride. This is not a sudden change, this is not a phase of trend. This is what it looks like when the process never ends. Now they see it when I walk in. Different weight inside my presence. I don't say it, I don't call it. They can feel it in a second. Now they see it, no explaining. No performance, no pretending. Every move already speaking. Now I don't need to add a sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. It don't happen all at once, it's a slow shift in the load. Every rep still looks the same, but something's different in the code. There's a tension in the timing, there's a weight that doesn't lift. Like the system still is running, but it's fighting through a drift. You don't panic, you don't show it, you just keep the pattern tight. But you feel it in the background, something slightly out of line. Cracks form quiet, you don't hear them at first. Everything's still moving, but it's slightly off course. No collapse, no break, just pressure in disguise. You can see it if you really look close at the lines. Cracks form quiet, still I carry the weight. No reaction, just adjust to the state. If it bends, I reinforce what I built. I don't stop, I don't fold, I don't tilt. There's a difference when the pressure starts to sit a little deeper. Not enough to break the system, just enough to test the keeper. Every breath a little heavy, every rep a little slow. But the structure still is holding, that's the only thing that shows. You can't fix it with emotion, you can't rush it into place. You just stay inside the process and you tighten what you brace. Every weakness gets revealed when the load begins to stack. You don't hide it, you address it, you adapt and bring it back. You can see it if you really look close at the lines. Cracks form quiet, still I carry the weight. No reaction, just adjust to the state. If it bends, I reinforce what I built. I don't stop, I don't fold, I don't tilt. There's no warning when it happens, there's no signal that it shows. Just a subtle kind of resistance in the way the motion flows. You can feel it in the rhythm, you can feel it in the grip. Like the margins getting thinner every time you take a step. Moment, I don't wait for it to pass. I just stay inside the pressure till it settles back to class. Every crack becomes a signal, every shift becomes a cue. You don't break under the pressure, you rebuild what you know. Cracks form quiet, you don't hear them at first. Everything's still moving, but it's slightly off course. No collapse, no break, just pressure in disguise. You can see it if you really look close at the lines. Cracks form quiet, still I carry the weight. No reaction, just adjust to the state. If it bends, I reinforce what I built. I don't stop, I don't fold, I don't tilt. Yeah. It ain't physical alone, it's the weight inside the head. Every rep feels a little heavier than what the number said. As the pressure in the silence is a noise you can't explain. Like the body still is working, but the mind is under strain. You can feel it in the focus, it's not breaking, but it bends. Like you're holding everything together, just to keep it in the frame. Weight on the mind, still I carry it clean. Every move sharp, even under the strain. No collapse, no loss, I maintain what I built. Even pressure got a blaze, I just tighten the grip. Weight on the mind, but I don't let it show. Everything internal, never losing control. If it pulls, I push back into the line. I don't drop under pressure, I redefine. There's a point where the effort turns into a mental game. Not about the strength you carry, but how long you stay the same. Every doubt tries to surface when the system feels the load. But I don't entertain it, I just stay inside the mode. You can break if you react, you can fall if you engage. But the trick is in the stillness when you're standing in the cage. Every second under pressure is a test you can't avoid. You don't pass it by escaping, you endure it and deploy.
loss, I maintain what I built. Even pressure got a place, I just tighten the grip.
Weight on the mind, but I don't let it show. Everything internal, never losing control.
If it pulls, I push back into the line. I don't drop under pressure, I redefine. You can feel it in the breathing like it shortens just a bit. Like the margin for mistake is getting thinner every lift. There's no space for distraction, there's no room for second thought. Everything becomes essential when the tension hit the top. I don't fight the pressure, I just learn to hold it still. There's a balance in the weight when you control it with your will. Every blanket that you carry either breaks you or it builds. I don't fold under the pressure, I just sharpen what I will.
Still I carry it clean, every move sharp, even under the strain.
No collapse, no loss, I maintain what I built. Even pressure got a place, I just tighten the grip.
Weight on the mind, but I don't let it show. Everything internal, never losing control.
If it pulls, I push back into the line. I don't drop under pressure, I redefine.
Yeah.
This and drop, but I'm still in the set. Something off in the motion, I can feel it in the reps. Not the weight, not the set. Something deeper in effect, like the rhythm lost the fraction, like the time it slipped the frame. Everything still looks intact, but it doesn't feel the same. There's a gap I can't explain. It's not visible outside, but inside the execution there's a shift I can't deny. System drop, I feel it in the line. Everything's still moving, but it's not aligned. No collapse, just a break in the flow. Like I lost something I used to know. System drop, but I'm still in the set. Still moving, still holding what's left. If it slips, I don't stop, I adjust. Even broken, I stay in the structure. It's a subtle kind of failure, not a crash, not a fall. Just a loss of full control that you can barely even call. Every movement slightly heavy, every breath a little late. Like the system still is running, but it's fighting with the state. You can try to push too hard, or you can try to force it clean. But the more you chase perfection, more unstable it can seem. There's a limit in the pressure when the bass begins to shake. You don't fix it with aggression, you don't solve it with more weight. You don't solve it with more weight. Listen, drop. I'm still in the structure. System drop. I feel it in the line. Everything's still moving, but it's not alive. No collapse, just a break in the flow. Like I lost something I used to know. System drop, but I'm still in the set. Still moving, still holding what's left. If it slips, I don't stop, I adjust. Even broken, I stay in the structure. There's a moment when you realize something left the frame. Not completely, not entirely, just enough to change the game. You can fight it, you can push it, you can try to override, or you can stay inside the drop and let it stabilize. I don't panic in the shift, I don't rush to make it right. I just move a little slower, keep the structure in my sight. Every fall contains a signal, every break contains a clue. You don't exit when it drops, you rebuild from what you knew. System drop, I feel it in the line. Everything's still moving, but it's not alive. No collapse, just a break in the flow. Like I lost something I used to know. System drop, but I'm still in the set. Still moving, still holding what's left. If it slips, I don't stop, I adjust. Even broken, I stay in the structure. I'm staying in the structure. Yeah. I don't rush into correction, I don't force it back in place. There's a process in the drop that you don't skip, you don't erase. Every flaw that got exposed now becomes a part of build. Not a weakness to avoid, but a structure to be filled. There's a rhythm in the slow and there's a reason in the pause. Yeah, you don't fix it by aggression. Yeah, you don't solve it just because. Yeah, I take a step back from the moment just to see it from above. Where the shit began to happen, where the pattern lost the signal I can trace. Now I'm building back the sequence with precision in its place. There's no panic in the rebuild, there's no rush to make it clean. You don't jump back into motion when the base is still unseen. Every layer reconstructed, every line refined again. You don't hide inside the failure, you define it in the men.
Rebuild slow, stay in frame. No rush now.
Same game.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel it in the motion when it starts to lock again. Not as sharp as it was earlier, but stronger in the end. There's a clarity in knowing what was missing in the flow. Now every move corrected carries everything you know. There's a difference in the pressure when you've already broke. You don't fear it, you just hold it like a weight you've always known. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Rebuild sequence, piece by piece. Nothing forced, just steady release. Every flaw turned into design. Now the structure holds the line. Rebuild sequence, take it slow. Every layer starts to show. Not the same as it began.
Yeah.
Better now, more than planned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back in place. Stronger base. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. Out the gym, same pressure, but the setting feel different. No controlled environment, no perfect repetition. Now it's noise in the background, now it's people in the frame. Now it's less about the reps and more about how you maintain. Everything you built inside starts reflecting in the way you respond to every moment when it doesn't go your way. There's no mirror for correction, there's no pause, no reset. Every action got a consequence, you don't predict ahead. You can feel it in the time and everything is less precise, but the structure that you built still applies inside the chaos of the night. You don't get a perfect setup, you don't get a second try. Every move carries weight, now every choice amplified. There's a difference in the ones who really built it in the core. They don't change inside the pressure, they just show what it was for. Outside pressure, same code in effect. Different world, but the structure intact. No excuses, no change in the frame. I don't switch, I just stay the same. Outside pressure, nothing gets reduced. Every move still aligned with the truth. You can see it in the way I respond. Same system when the setting is gone. There's a tension in the movement when it's not inside your space. No clean lines, no clear rhythm, just decisions you must make. You can drift if you depend on perfect conditions to exist, or you move with what you build and let the pressure coexist. You don't need the perfect moment, you don't need the perfect flow. If the base is really solid, it adapts to something more. Outside pressure, same code in effect. Different world, but the structure intact. No excuses, no change in the frame. I don't switch, I just stay the same. Outside pressure, nothing gets reduced. Every move still aligned with the truth. You can see it in the way I respond. Same system when the setting is gone. No gym. Same rules. Point, put it up. Yeah, crowded blocks, but it feel like empty ground. Too much motion, too much talk, nothing sound. Everybody got a role, everybody play it loud. But the structure missing heavy in the crowd. I don't move the way they move, I don't blend. Every step got intention from the start to the end. You can feel it when the mindset separate from what you see. Not the same type of rhythm, not the same identity. Every action calculated, even when the field is not. You don't lose direction just because the space is off. There's a distance in the thinking, there's a gap you can't explain. They react to every moment, I absorb it, then contain. I don't mirror what surrounds me, I don't echo what they show. I just carry what I built everywhere I go. No witness, I move alone. No signal, no need to show. Everything quiet, everything calm. I don't
don't speak, I just hold.
There's a tension in the silence when you don't react at all. Not a word, but every movement makes the atmosphere feel small. You don't need to prove your presence, you don't need to make a scene. When the weight inside your motion already says what it means. They can look but never read it, they can stand but never know what it takes to keep it stable when the outside's out of control.
Witness,
I stay unseen,
no movement,
wasted in between.
every step.
Locked in the code,
I don't break, I just reload.
you don't open every layer, you don't hand out what you built. There's a limit to the access when the pressure starts to tilt. Everything you carry earn, nothing given, nothing free. So you move with quiet distance, not with forced energy. There's a code inside the silence, there's a reason you restrict. You don't share with the noise, you protect it, you commit. Every step inside the shadow still reflects what you became. You don't lose it in the dark, you just sharpen what remains.
No witness,
I move along,
no signal,
don't need a show.
everything quiet.
Everything cold,
I don't speak, I just hold.
yeah. Yeah. Aha. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. Wah. Movement faster in the field, but the thinking stay the same. No rush in the decision, just acceleration in the frame. Every step more reactive, but it's built on what I know. So I don't lose direction when the pace begins to grow. There's a difference in the speed when it's grounded in control. Not a panic type of motion, it's a sharpened type of roll. Yeah. You can tell it when the rhythm starts to tighten in the chest. Everything becomes immediate, no space to second guess. But the bass is still intact, so the speed don't break the line and just compress the execution, make it sharper over time. You can move 100 miles, but still lose it if you drift. Or you stay inside the pattern while you multiply the shift. Every action faster now, but still precise in how it lands. There's no chaos in the motion when you move it with a plan.
Move fast, stay sharp, no pause, no loss. Move fast, stay clean, no slip, no lane.
There's no time to hesitate. When the pressure start to climb, everything is in the moment, every second on the line. You can freeze it, you can fold it, you can stay inside the frame and convert the rising tension into something you can name. I don't speed up out of panic, I accelerate with intent. Every move still calculated, even when it's time I'm pressed. Fast hands, cold head, never lose the line. Everything accelerated, but the bass still mine. No break in the rhythm, no drop in control. I don't move in chaos, I move with a goal. Fast hands, cold head, pressure on the rise, still clear in the motion, still sharp in the eyes. Every second matters, every move precise. I don't gamble with the pace, I refine it twice. There's a level to the speed that most people never reach. Not because they lack the power, they just lose it in the breach. When the tempo gets aggressive, when the moment gets too tight, they abandon all the structure just to try to win the fight. But I stay inside the motion, I don't break what I designed. Even faster, even sharper, still aligned inside the mind. There's a clarity in chaos when you trained it long enough. You don't slow down under pressure, you just show you built it tough. Fast hands, cold head, never lose the line. Everything accelerated, but the bass still mine. No break in the rhythm, no drop in control. I don't move in chaos, I move with a goal. Fast hands, cold head, pressure on the rise. Still clear in the motion, still sharp in the eyes. Every second matters, every move precise. I don't gamble with the pace, I refine it twice.
Draw the line.
DJ B,
Yeah.
Ray.
Draw the line, don't cross that space. Everything locked, know your place. No talk needed, no display. I don't bend, I don't sway. Draw the line, clear and set. No confusion, no regret. If it's mine, I protect. No drift, no offset.
There's a moment in the pressure when you choose what you allow. Not a reaction, not emotion. It's a decision made right now. You don't open every door, you don't answer every call. There's a boundary in the structure that defines it all. Everything I built before now gets tested in the field, not in reps, not in sets, but in what I choose to shield.
Yeah, you can see it in the difference when I step into the space. There's no question in the posture, there's no doubt inside the pace. Everything is more direct now, everything is more defined. There's no overlapping movement, there's no blur inside the line.
People push to see the limit, try to see how far it goes, but the limit isn't moving, it's embedded in the code. There's no need to overstate it, there's no need to make it loud. When the structure is that solid, it don't need to prove the crowd.
Don't negotiate your standard just to fit inside the frame. You don't lower what you build just to play a smaller game. Every line you draw becomes a part of what you keep. There's a cost to every open, is a weight to what you leak.
I don't stretch it, I don't shift it, I don't move it for a scene.
If it breaks the structure's value, then it never intervenes. Draw the line, don't cross that space. Everything locked, know your place. No talk needed, no display. I don't bend, I don't sway. Draw the line, clear and set. No confusion, no regret. If it's mine, I protect. No drip, no offset.
Yeah. It don't feel like it did before, it feel heavier now. Not the weight, not the load, just the way I allow. Everything got more meaning, every step more exact. Like the drop gave it depth and I don't want it back. There's a calm in the motion that I didn't have then. Not a peak, not a rush, just control in their hand. You can tell when it's real by the way that it holds. Not explosive, not loud, just the pressure that grows. Every move carries weight without forcing the scene. There's a difference in the presence when the bass is just clean. I don't chase what I had, I don't rebuild the past. I just move with the version that was built to outlast. Everything that was missing got refined in the fall. Now the structure don't shake, it absorbs it all.
Back to power.
Not the same as before.
More weight in the line.
More control in the chord.
No rush, no noise.
Everything in place. I don't rise, I just
Hold this state.
back to power. Steady under the load. Every move more exact than the last that I wrote. Not a phase, not a peak, not a moment to chase. This is built, this is set, this is permanent base. There's no tension in the pace when you know what it is. No need to prove anything, no need to relive. Everything got sharper through the pressure it passed. Now it lands with intent every time that it acts. You can feel it in the silence, there's no need to react. There's a weight in the stillness that they don't know how to match. Steady under the load, no breaks in the line, no loss in control. Everything built now holds its place. No need to rush, I stay and stay. I don't move like I'm chasing, I don't move like I'm pressed. Everything I carry now already passed the test. There's no break in the rhythm, there's no gap in the line. Everything is self-contained, everything aligned. You don't get this from speed, you don't get it from height. You get this from the moments where you held it when it's tight. Now it's built in the motion, now it's part of the frame. I don't need to switch it on,
I just stay in the same.
It's there. I just keep it in line. Yeah. There's a force in the motion, I don't let it just run. Every line got direction, every move got a sum. When the rhythm starts shifting, I'm adjusting the frame, not reacting to impulse, I'm conducting the game. You can feel it in the cadence when the pressure increase, but I never let it scatter, I just tighten the piece. Every syllable placed with the purpose intact. There's a beast in the system, I just keep it exact. Oh, beast in me, still contained. No overflow, no loose frame. Beast in me, fully trained. Off that power, still restrained. There's a tension in the energy, it's ready to break, but I don't let it scatter, I control what it takes. Every segment interconnected, every section aligned. You can hear it in the rhythm, you can feel it in time. I can double up the cadence, then I slow it midline. Still precise in the structure, never slip in the design. There's no chaos in the speed, there's no loss in the control. Every bar got intention, every breath got a roll. I don't need to push it louder, I don't need to display what I carry.
return to the grid. Let it breathe for a second, then compress. I would hit short bursts, fast turns, then I stretch it again. Every switch calculated, never guess where I land. I can pivot in the pocket, still exact how I move. Even when I flip the rhythm, still connected to the groove. Beast in me, no release. Hold it tight, stay in reach. Beast in me, no extremes. All that force runs through me. There's a level to the balance when the power stay locked. Not suppressed, not denied, just refined at the top. Every layer under pressure made it sharper than before. Now it lands with precision every time that I draw. This ain't rage, this is structure, this ain't loss of control. This is knowing how to hold every part of the whole. You can hear it in the cadence, you can see it in the pace. I don't fight what's inside, I just keep it in place. Beast in me, still contained, no overflow, no loose frame. Beast in me, fully trained, all that power still restrained. Don't break, no shift, stay straight. Hold the weight. No shake, no drop, no waste. Yeah. You can see it in the way I don't react to the load. No adjustment in the posture, no collapse in the code. Everything I built before now sits heavy in place. Not a question in the movement, not a doubt in the base. I don't move like I'm pressed, I don't move like I'm rushed. Every action slow and certain, every motion full trust. Hold the weight. Don't break, no shift, no shift. Stay straight, 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 straight. Hold the weight. No weight, no shake, no shake, no drop, no drop, no waste. There's a level to the pressure when it stop feeling loud. When it's settled in the silence, but it still weigh you down. That's the point where you either lose the frame or adapt. I don't fight it, I absorb it, then I tighten it back. Everything under control, even when it feels dense. Not a moment of confusion, not a loss of intent. I don't need to overstate it, I don't need to explain. If you see it, then you see it, if not, stay in your lane. There's a weight in the presence, you can't copy your fake. It's the result of every time I didn't fold or escape. Now it's locked in the motion, now it's part of the frame. I don't rise to the level, I remain the same. All the way. Wait, don't break, no shift, no shift. Stay straight, 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 straight. All the way. Wait, no shake, no shake, no drop, no drop, no waste. Yeah. Listen. Same loop again. Back in the frame. Nothing to prove, nothing to change. Same loop again. Step in the same. Every move built stays in the lane. You don't notice when it resets, you just step in, it begins. Same position, same intention, different layer underneath. Everything feel familiar, but it's never really that. Every cycle add a weight to everything you already had. There's no moment where it finished, there's no point where it's done. You just carry what you built into the next one. Same loop again, back in the frame. Nothing to prove, nothing to change. Same loop again, step in the same. Every move built stays in the lane. You don't stop to celebrate it, you don't pause to reflect. There's no final destination, there's no endpoint to protect. Every finish just a trigger for another phase to start. You don't exit from the system, you just loop it from the start. There's a rhythm in the cycle, there's a comfort in the grind. Not because it's getting easier, you just synced it with your mind. Same loop again, no end, no break, no shift in the line, no step out of place. Same loop something new, or you stay inside the cycle and let it rebuild you. Every pass becomes refinement, every round becomes control. You don't exit from the process, you evolve within the role. There's no end to what you build it. There's no finish you can claim. It just turns into another same loop again. Same loop again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't feel like an ending, it feel like a return. Not a pause in the motion, just a shift in the turn. Everything that I carry now is part of the base, so I don't step in the same, even back in the same place. There's a calm in the reset, there's a weight in the breath. Not because it got lighter, I just learned how to step
Back in,
same frame, new weight, same game.
back in,
No name, no start, no end. You can think it's a cycle, but it's more than repeat. Every pass leave a layer underneath what you keep. All the pressure, the cracks, all the strain in the line. Now they sit in the structure, now they hold over time. You don't go back to zero, you don't wipe what you built. You just enter the moment with a different kind of tilt. Everything more embedded, everything more exact. So the next time it hit, you don't react, you just act.
back in, same frame, more weight, same lane. Back in, no break, no pause,
No.
no change.
Now it's less about the moment, more about how you exist. You don't look for a start, you don't wait for a switch. You just move with the pressure like it's always been there. Like you never really left, like you always been prepared. There's no signal for the reset, there's no mark for the start. You just feel it in the motion when it locks in the part. Everything already active, everything in its place. So you step into the loop without adjusting the pace. No warm up. Straight in.